with Dave Bautista's success on the MCU as Drax and his wrestling career, he decides to make a crappy-ass spy movie. So, let's get right into this. We return, and now we are talking about My Spy. So, if you look at the Rotten Tomatoes for this movie, you can see that it only has a 45. It might have gone down since I last checked, so I don't really know. But for right now, it only has a 45. So, don't know. But My Spy only has a 45 for what I know. And I want to, let's get right into the good of this movie. Okay, so, the good of this movie. You know, for this movie, I think they got some of the humor right. Because when I first got it, it was just plain old stupid. Like, I wasn't really excited for this film anyways, but when I saw the start where it's like, you know what I can do, kick some ass, and then he just started shooting everyone, and there was no blood or anything, it was really cheesy. I'm like, this is just gonna be Spy Kids. But then some of the jokes really were actually funny in this movie, and I'm like, like, I was actually laughing in this. But then they did some wrong stuff, which we'll talk about in the bad. But with the good, you know, Dave Bautista, he's a decent actor, you know. I think he's really good as Drax in the MCU, and I don't really watch wrestling, so I don't know if he's a good wrestler. But I played the wrestling game, so I think I played as him once, and, you know, he's not bad, and he's not bad at acting either. But there's not much to talk about the good. So, mostly what brings it up is the humor, and it was a little bit interesting, but a little bit not. So, moving on to the bad about this film, and I know that was really quick from the good to the bad, and the bad is there's so much to talk about for this film, but the music selection for this film was quite bad, and I gotta say, didn't really like it. The acting for the other girl in this film was really, like, stupid, and, like, not the little kid, like, she's not bad or anything, but, like, the other secret agent, like, she is pretty bad at acting, and her character is really stupid inside of this movie, and I think they could have just cut her out. And this movie got postponed. It was supposed to come out June 2019, if you weren't aware of this. Came to January 2019, and now March 2019, and I finally seen it, and I, you know, it wasn't amazing, but let's keep on talking about the bad. Most of the jokes, not including the ones I just said, were just a bit stupid in this film, and I gotta say, I wasn't laughing for the whole entire film, because these weren't relevant to the whole movie. And they took a lot of the gore away, which I think they could have kept in, because the movie doesn't look like an actual movie or realistic, unless it has gore. Like, Bad Boys for Life went boom, like, that looked realistic. But in this, like, when they shoot someone, it's not like, oh, bullet, like, blood, like, no, it's a bit, like, cheesy and not amazing. And I'm just going to talk about the story. The story for this film is like any other story. The new girl doesn't, like, have any new friends, and then the other dude has to come to the school and help her out, and it's just like so many other stories. Two spies working together. There are so many stories like this. Spy Kids, that's for one. I thought it was going to be like Spy Kids. It's a little bit different, but has the same perspective of the movie, and I'm just like, no, I can't. And I wasn't, like, a big fan of this movie. Like, it just really didn't make me like, oh, wow, oof, what a twist. Like, there was no twist. It wasn't really even a spy movie. It was just Dave Bautista going with a social life. Like, it's nothing that I would say is amazing or even good or even, like, it's close to decent. It's not, like, bad or awful or anything, but it's not even decent, you know? But now I'm gonna rate this film. But we're gonna try something new with this. We're gonna rate it for its quality. So its storyline, its entertainment, and its originality. So, for quality level for this movie, I'm gonna say for the quality of the story, I would give it a 50 out of 100. When it comes down to the entertainment of this movie, so I'm gonna say maybe like a 48 out of 100 for entertainment. And the originality will be really low because this film ain't original at all. It will be 10 out of 100. It's not very original. I've seen a lot of movies like this. I'm not gonna name them off just because I know there's a lot. And I just think, you know what? No, they shouldn't have made this movie, and they should have just stopped filming. And maybe like if you're going for Family Day or something, but you can't anymore because you can't go to the movies for like maybe now, but in a couple weeks you won't be able to. But if you want to go as a family, yes, you know, it's a good family movie. But watching it like saying, this is gonna be good, guys, I know it is. It's not like, no. And for my whole rating for this movie, I would give it a 53 out of 100. It's a decent film. I would say, like, if a family wants to see this movie, definitely go. If it's like a birthday party for like 8-year-olds, yeah, you should go see this one, because there's not really any others except Onward. You want to see that one? I liked Onward more. But, yeah, so this movie isn't great, but it's not awful, right? It's not even decent. So, that has been my review on My Spy. So, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and leave a like.